Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are 3S Real Estate Brokers, one of the leading brokerage firms in Dubai. We work with the top developers, including Nakhil, Damak, Imar, Majid Al Futtaim, and many more. We are the top performers with these developers. We have exclusive access to inventories. We have a very good relationship with these developers. And today I have two amazing gentlemen, Karthikeya Diwan and Osama Azhar. These are established real estate consultants in Dubai. They'll help you out to consider Dubai as an investment opportunity, and they will make you understand a few projects that you can consider to invest in. So what I'll do is we will start this session off with our first question: why an investor or why someone should consider Dubai as an investment opportunity? So let's start off with this question.
Sure. Thank you, Faizan. Firstly, good afternoon and good evening to everyone back home in South Africa. So I just want to start off with, when you do think about investing somewhere out of your home country, there's a lot of things that you got to discuss. So in general, just the basic list of why I would say, to invest in Dubai. The first and foremost important thing is a lot of the countries and cities, when you do compare them in terms of the safety, Dubai, which is a city within UAE, comes as one of the lowest cities in terms of the crime rates. So when you're making a market comparison of where to invest the properties in terms of the crime and safety is what it is one of the lowest. When you move on to in terms of the tax structure, there is a zero income tax policy on your residential real estate, which is a great feature in in terms of investing in properties, because in a lot of the countries you see that there is a minimum of around 20 to 25% taxes on the rental income, on the capital appreciation. So when you're just having this, as an overall picture in terms of, everything involved, it is extremely attractive that there's no taxes on capital gains, there are no taxes on the rental income. In terms of the return on investment, for sure, it is one of the highest, because there are two ways where, we can lease and create a rental income for our investors. One is through, through long-term leasing, and the other is through short-term leasing, which we will speak about further in the session as well. But you're talking about as an average rental income from 6 to 7%, and in certain cases we can take it up to even around 12 to 14% per year. In terms of appreciation, what we've been experiencing in the past few years, it is at approximately 15% per year. So as an all in all mixed investment, which we do help as well with our investors, to create through your real estate investment. We help with that in terms of the rental income, in terms of selling the property at the right time and to make the maximum gains. And another added advantage is that because there are a lot of people who do invest their, in Dubai to gain in terms of the visas, in terms of the perks that you get from them. So we have a very different kind of visas, starting from a minimum investment of 750,000 dirhams. And, it gives you a sense of security that, when you do have a real estate there, you have a visa of the place as well. You can fly to and fro whenever you do want, have a look at your property, see how it's, how it's performing. One very attractive feature is that there is something called the golden visa. So a minimum investment of 2 million dirhams, you get the eligibility for a golden visa, which gives you a lot of different perks. And it is not only for you as a particular investor, it is for you and your complete immediate family, where they get the benefits of, coming and visiting towards Dubai. So now, moving forward, what we would be doing in general is that we'll be taking you through to one of the top few projects in Dubai. So I will be personally starting off with one of the extremely hot projects over here. So to begin with, the building is called Palm Beach Towers. These are 3 towers at the entrance of Palm Jumeirah, which I'm very sure that when you do see about when you think about Dubai and you hear about it, one of the major attractions is Palm Jumeirah. So we are launching our third building, which is Palm Beach Tower 3, as Palm Beach Tower 1 and 2, where we're sold out with the majority of the inventory. Moving further, in terms of what I'll be covering in this section, which is for Palm Beach Towers, I'll be taking you through the introduction of the builder, which is extremely important, that you do need to keep in mind what is the reputation and backing of the builder and what they have done in the past. Then I'll be taking you through the introduction of the tower and the amenities and the kinds of apartments that we have on offer. And thirdly, I'll be taking you through the pricing, the ROI, capital appreciation, and the whole procedure from how we can help in terms of creating the maximum ROI from your side. So to begin with, in terms of Nakheel, it is a government company, which is one of the most exciting features about the property and the builder as such, because it's backed by the government. It's extremely cash rich. They will deliver their projects on time, and in terms of the finishing, it's going to be top notch. So Nakheel has been in business even before real estate was freehold in Dubai. So they were founded in the year 2000, and one very exciting feature is that they are responsible for basically extending the coastline, which is the part of the beach and the sea, from 70 kilometers up to, as of now, 300 kilometers inland. So they basically own the major chunk of the properties and the land bank which faces the water. And as we've all heard about Palm Jumeirah, they're the master builders of the whole community. So majority of the buildings, townhouses, mansions are all built by Nakheel. So it gives you a sense of security, that a builder is backed by the government. They have done projects like Palm Jumeirah, and they also, they in general they have basically they focus more towards, I would say, an affordable segment. They have a luxury segment. They have a super luxury segment. So now I'll move on further in terms of the introduction of Palm Beach Tower 3. So one very exciting feature is for you guys as investors, each and every apartment in this tower has a complete water sea view. So it gives you that sense of peace and serenity within the apartment, that everything that you see is waters. It is the best of the best that you can get. Their concept is basically trying to get you into a holiday home concept, because the Palm Beach Tower 3 is completely furnished. It is a designer furnishings by B&B Italia, which is a world-renowned brand. So each and everything in your apartment would be fully furnished, and all you gotta do is bring your clothes, and you can move into your apartment. So moving forward in terms of the specifications of the building, it is a 52 floor building consisting of 15 podiums for parkings. So your first floor starts from the 16th floor literally, because everything below is going to be parking. So even the first floor unit has a very good complete sea view. In terms of the pricing per square foot is starting at around 3,500 dirhams per square foot, which is approximately in the South African currency around 17,496 South African rand. In terms of the specifications of the apartments, we have 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and 4 bedroom penthouses, which basically comes shell and core, because when you do speak about a penthouse in this apartment, it is the most luxury unit you can get in the building. So whatever, everyone has differences in taste and preferences. So when you do talk about penthouses, they will come shell and core, so that you get your choice of whatever internal, the look of the apartment. In terms of right now, what we're speaking about is 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, because these are the most in inventory that we have left. And the sizes are around 1,065 square feet for a 1 bedroom. For a 2 bedroom, approximately 1,365 square feet. So in terms of amenities within the building, as you're seeing in the screen, it has basically a private beach access, which is very exciting, because when you're comparing it to major buildings within the Palm Jumeirah, you got to pay a membership fees every year to gain access of the beach. So here you have your private beach for the owners and the residents of the building, whereas no one else can visit the beach. It has an indoor gym, it has a 360 degrees infinity pool, it has spas, it has a business center where you can host your meetings for your clients, etc. It has a rooftop residential lounge, it has a rooftop restaurant with a different viewing deck. So in terms of as a complete package, it is one of the most exciting features that we have. The payment plan is extremely simple. So it's a 60-40 payment plan, whereas you're paying 60% during construction in installments. So you do not have to worry about paying a major chunk as down payment. So you start with a 15% amount in booking, and in installments, you make the remaining 60%. And 40% would be on delivery, which is 2026 as per Nakhil. So now moving forward, Osama will take you through the next project.
Hello, everyone. It's Osama with you over here. Firstly, I would like to say it's a pleasure to be a part of this webinar and to be able to present two different projects to you. So first of all, today we'll be talking about Azizi. Azizi as a developer, they are well known for building, developing projects in well-known premium locations. And one of them is being Meydan. So they have their project called Rivera. Now this is basically a project which has so far 3 phases, and soon they'll be launching a 4th phase. So there is Rivera phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, which is coming up really soon. So this is basically a beachfront project, which also has a very amazing crystal lagoon, which is accessible with people for people who are living in the Rivera project. So Rivera phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and in the future phase 4 as well. So you can access the crystal lagoon, you can use it, you can have water activities over there, you can go for a swim. So you're having a crystal lagoon in your own community as well. So basically this right now what phase 1 and phase 2, phase 1 is delivered, all right. Phase 2 will be delivering the handover has started for a few buildings, and it's delivering. And then there's the phase 3, which is right now where there is availability in. So talking about this project, about the location itself, first of all, Meydan, it's a very good location. It's a 1-minute drive from Al Khail Road, which is the 2nd most popular road in Dubai. There is the Meydan race course over near the community as well. It's a 5 minutes drive from downtown Burj Khalifa, where everyone knows about downtown and Burj Khalifa. 5 minutes to Business Bay, where most of the people who are working, like most of the businesses, companies are located in Business Bay. It's a very good only a 15 minutes drive to Dubai airport. And then there is this mall coming up as well by the name of Meydan One Mall, which will also be basically the largest mall in Dubai. So at the moment it's Dubai Mall, but soon they'll be having this. It's a future development where they'll be building the Meydan One Mall, which will be twice the size of Dubai Mall, which is currently. So this will be having the world's largest dancing fountain, water park, city beach. They have the world's longest ski slope as well. So everything will be close by. So basically talking about the apartments over there. So basically the first phase had around 16 buildings. The phase 2 is 17 buildings, and now the phase 3 has approximately 19 buildings. So they have apartments, they have studios. It's all completely apartments. It's low-rise buildings. They'll be having studios over there, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. So the starting price, talking about the starting price first, the starting price will be from approximately 750,000 dirhams, which is approximately 3.7 million South African rands. And the payment plan goes as 10% is required as a down payment, which is going to be approximately 370,000 South African rands, and you get your booking done. And then moving on, you have to pay 20% during construction. So the construction is going to take about a year's time, and then the remaining 70% you're paying on the handover, which is about in a year's time. So talking about Azizi, so Azizi also has this offer going on where they're giving clients, they're having this opportunity for international clients where you can travel, all right. They will send you the ticket, they'll cover your expenses as long as you travel all the way over here to buy the property. So if you like the property, if you buy it, they'll be basically covering up all the expenses for you. So it's going to be fully covered. Your entire trip is going to be fully covered. And yeah, so I'm talking about the sizes. So now the studios, they go anywhere from 380 square feet to approximately 500 square feet of size. Coming to one bedrooms are also between 700 to 900 square feet, 950 square feet. And these can also go up to 1,120 square feet. So 2 bedrooms are anywhere near 1,300 to 1,500 square feet. So moving on.
Thank you so much, Osama. I just had to cover some things within the last project because I did not cover the basically the ROI, the capital appreciation, and the prices as well. So just moving back to that, to Palm Beach Towers over here. So in terms of, you as an investor, when you're looking to invest into a property, the first major thing that you think about is how much money can that property make. So if I first may, I start with the prices, which are approximately for a one bedroom, 3.7 million dirhams, which is in South African currency around 18.4 million South African rands. The two bedrooms are starting from 4.8 million dirhams, from around 23 million South African rands. So from this is the amount that you're thinking about. So when you talk about ROI over here, that same apartment, if we do lease the property on a long-term basis, on an annual contract basis, you're talking about 6 to 7% per year, and this is all which is net in your pocket. The government does not cut any taxes, so every income that you generate from the property is straight into your account. We have a very unique concept over here, which you guys would have heard about, which is short-term leasing, Airbnb, the Airbnb concept. So this apartment, because it is fully furnished, it is on the palm, it faces the waters, it ticks each and every box that you need for a successful holiday home investment. So here, that same apartment, when we do take it on a short-term leasing basis, you're talking about roughly between 13 to 14% per year, which is unheard of in any real estate market. Talking about the capital appreciation for this particular project, it is basically, I will just give you a realistic comparison of what has happened in the past with the buildings, the neighboring buildings. So there are buildings right now where the two bedrooms are starting from around approximately around 20 to 25 million dirhams. It just gives you an insight into what you're getting into, because right as of now it is an under construction property which is priced at around 4.8 million dirhams. So you're talking about a massive capital appreciation of sometimes even 50 to 100% of the property value, which again, you do not get that in different parts of the world. Now I'll just move on to the third project. So to begin with, once again, this is basically a project by Emaar. So the background of this builder is extremely strong. It is backed by the government. Again, it's a semi-government company. It is the same builder that has built Burj Khalifa in the past and all of downtown. It's the master builder of the community called Dubai Marina as well. So, being part of the government, you get certain perks in terms of the location of the plots, in terms of, your delivery times, in terms of, various other factors, that within a hot location as well, you get a very good location. So this is basically what is backed by the by the builder. One very interesting feature is about Emaar. They're coming up with a tower which is going to be taller than Burj Khalifa as well in the next 3 to 4 years time. So it's just one insight, into what they're backed by and what they're going to come forward with. So this is about Emaar. Moving forward to this project, is it's an exciting feature because this particular project that we're going to be discussing about, which is called Emaar South, is ready to move in. So if we have something for each and every clientele, because there are a lot of people that are a bit skeptical in terms of going into something off plan under construction. This ticks that box, that if you're a bit scared about putting your money in a country maybe that you've not even visited, it is a ready to move in project where you can physically touch and feel the project. In terms of Emaar South as a location, it is extremely close to the Maktoum International Airport. So we have one Dubai International Airport, which is in the Garud location, closer towards Dera. This is more on towards the outskirts of the city where the Expo 2020 as well took place. So it's around 10 to 12 minutes by drive from that airport. And one very interesting feature is in the long run, in the coming future, what the government has decided, our national airlines is Emirates. So Emirates will be moving most of their flights towards the new airport, which is the Maktoum International Airport, which increases the footfall and the population in that community. So it's a very up and coming location where you do have the chance to make a long-term capital appreciation. And again, it's built by Emaar, which is considered one of the top most builders that we have in Dubai. So in terms of Emaar South, as a community, it has around 22,700 units within the location. It consists of apartments, it consists of townhouses, it consists of independent villas, it consists of townhomes, which we would be focusing on today, which is called Emaar South Urbana. It is a very unique concept because we've heard of apartments, we've heard of townhouses. This concept is basically where you have a mini structure which would look like a villa to you. So the first level will be an apartment and the second level will be another apartment. And both of them obviously have their separate entrances. It is just a very unique concept which has never been done in Dubai. So this is basically the concept behind Urbana, which is being built by Emaar. It one very interesting feature, as you see in the photos over here, it is a golf course community. It is the 18-hole golf course community, which is so basically for most of the units that you have, you would be very close to the golf course. You will get that sense of the greenery in the sense of the parks, where you do you appreciate that once you do move into the place. In terms of the amenities for people to use within the community, there is a 53,000 square meters area of retail, of dining spaces. So what they plan to do is within the community, when you do move in as an investor or as an end user, you do not want to exit the community. You have everything that you need within the place, within walking distance in terms of supermarkets, in terms of schools, in terms of different dining restaurants. So all of that. So this project has mainly focused towards people who want to stay up slightly away from the city, where you want to be a bit away from the hustle and bustle and the traffic, etc. So this is one very exciting project for people who do prefer staying slightly away from the city. In terms of the concept of Urbana that has been discussed, so it consists of 324 townhomes consisting of 2 and 3 bedroom townhomes. It's connected by walkway, so each and every townhome runs through a walkway where people can, have enjoy the weather, and yeah, enjoy the time. So the 2 bedrooms in specifications in the sizes start between 1,159 square feet all the way up to 1,769 square feet. I would be mainly focusing towards 2 bedrooms because we are completely sold out with 3 bedrooms. So these 2 bedrooms are extremely decently sized, spaced around. So you have your space. It's not like because it's a new development and it's by Emaar, which is a very big builder, that they would compromise on the sizes, etc. It's a very decently sized property. It is a ready to move in property. In terms of the pricing and the payment plan, it's extremely attractive, mainly because I've noticed this, that when international investors do come into Dubai, they have never heard of the concept of a post handover payment plan. So this is basically a payment plan being provided by Emaar directly. You're not paying any interest on the payment plan. And if I may get into that, it is basically a 25% down payment, which is immediate as the property is ready. And the remaining 75% can be paid over a span of 3 years, which is all interest free. They have no concept of any interest and banks over here, which is very exciting because I've never heard of this concept in any other country, that you're getting a payment plan when you've moved into the property, you've taken ownership, you've received the title deed, and you're still making further payments on the property. In terms of ROI, you because this property is slightly away from, I would say, the crowded areas of Dubai, it is more for people who do want that sense of serenity and peace. It basically you cannot do, I would say, holiday homes on this kind of a product, but for sure in terms of a long-term lease, a long-term ROI, I'm talking about 8 to 9%, which again will be completely tax-free. Everything, we would also help you to open a bank account in Dubai where each and every check that you receive from the tenants would be submitted into your bank account over here and completely tax-free. And last and least, about the capital appreciation that we have received over here. As I said, it is extremely close to the Expo 2020 site and the Maktoum International Airport. So you can just imagine the scope that you have of capital appreciation when Emirates, which is one of the largest airlines in the world, will move a majority of their operations down to Maktoum International Airport. You can just understand what kind of capital appreciation is expected. In our opinion, as a bare minimum, you're talking about 6 to 7% per year. And once the operations do move forward over there, way more than that. That's about it. And Usama will take you forward to the next project.
Hello again, everyone. So now we'll be talking about one of the most demanded project in Dubai in 2022 right now. It is called Damak Lagoons. So basically, I am sure everyone knows Damak because they're very famous internationally. The international market is well aware of Damak Lagoons, about Damak itself as a developer, because they've been having projects all around the world, like USA, UK. They have various projects in different countries in the Gulf as well. So when talking to someone about Damak, so Damak is a developer who basically believes to deliver luxurious projects, and they are also associated with well-known brands like Fendi, Versace, Roberto Cavalli, and Paramount as well. They have buildings in Dubai all over the world for these brands. So entirely talking about the whole in general in the world, like Damak is very well known as a developer, and in Dubai it has two really big communities, well-known communities by the name of Damak Hills 1 and Damak Hills 2. Damak Hills 1 is right now one of the most premium communities currently in Dubai, which also has a world-class 18-hole championship golf course, which is branded by Trump. So now we'll be talking about Damak Lagoon. So Damak Lagoon, it is a huge community which has waterfront living with lagoons and beach. So this is it is one of the most unique concept community in Dubai. Like there is no other community which is offering a waterfront living. There might be some communities which has the lagoons, but this is a completely beachfront, waterfront community. So this will be having several different activities, which will be, all of them will be completely water based. So the master plan of this community is this community is going to have 8 clusters. So far, six of them have been launched and they have been sold out. There is a few availability for townhouses and for independent villas. So this community basically has townhouses, villas, and mansions. So right now there is availability for townhouses, villa, and a few mansions as well. Coming to the payment plan for this as well, it's a very easy payment plan where you have to follow approximately a payment of 24%, which is initially a down payment. The prices are starting from 2.6 million, but you'll be having to pay approximately 24% down payment, which will be 624,000 dirhams. But it's going to be approximately 3.1 million South African rands. Moving on to the next slide, there's 2 videos in 2 slides. I would like all of you to watch it so you can understand the project a bit more. Van, can you please unmute yourself? I think the video, there's no sound in the video. So basically, this community basically offers you one destination, which includes dream home, work, play, pampering, and having a quality time with the loved ones at a place inside one community. So I'll just give you a small brief about each cluster, because each cluster has its own unique qualities. So the first one, talking about Portofino, this is a city with vibrant colors, a perfect place where you can work, where you can work, be at your home, and enjoy beach style living concept. You can easily relax. There is sandy beaches over there as well. Moving on to the next cluster, talking about Santorini. Obviously, when we are home, ladies and kids, they are supposed to come first. So, and without a woman, there is no home. So for them, there's a woman's hub located in Santorini. There is beauty treatments which you can enjoy, cafes, shoppings, restaurants, retail areas. Moving on to Malta, now that's where the kids, it's basically a kids cluster, and to be honest, I love it as well, because you can also always send your kids over there to studies in their room. There's going to be like different private rooms where your kids can go and study. There is the kids park as well, where you can will be provided with a barcode, and you can enjoy you can enjoy the kids room over there. There is a park where they can go and enjoy as well, and there's a lot of nature which is going to be located inside of Malta. The next cluster is Nice, which is also a bit of more based on kids, where they have the skating area, the tree houses. You can easily places where you can release your energy. The kids can go and enjoy themselves. Moving on to Costa Brava. Costa Brava is basically a cluster where you can enjoy adventure activities. It's a perfect place for rafting, surfing, swimming as well. Even previously, Santorini is actually the main hub, which we mentioned earlier, which is where the community is going to be white and blue. It's a white and blue concept. That's the first cluster, basically. Moving on to the next cluster, Morocco. Now, Morocco is completely is a place where it's close to nature. You can relax. You can do yoga. You can meditate. You can have family cabanas, infinity pools as well. And the latest cluster is called Venice, where it represents a fun hub with a canal as well. So Damac Lagoons is offering everything for everyone. What a community should consist of. It's offering you even more than that. Now, as you can see the slides over here, these are like one of the styles of the clusters. So every cluster has a different theme, a different exterior theme. So inside the floor plans, the layouts are the same, but the exterior has a different color, different look towards it. So on the left, you can see a combination of townhouses, where in the center you have the 4-bedroom townhouses, and on the corners you have the 5-bedroom townhouses, and on the right you can see one of the villas or mansions which are over there as well. The next slide, please. So yeah, please, any questions, you can let us know. All right. And if there is, so basically, as you were talking about investing in Dubai, when you're investing in Dubai, there is basically visas which they're providing. You don't have to be a resident of Dubai in order to invest in Dubai. Because there is something called international transactions as well. So you can make an online transfer as well. You don't have to be located in Dubai. We as 3S brokers are the ones who will handle from the start of what kind of property we advise or we can suggest you, which perfectly suits what you're looking for, your requirements. So from selecting your property till you get it, till it's handed over to you, till it's ready, till it's rented out, we do that. We do everything basically for you. So please, if you have any questions, now you can ask, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with answers. Thank you. There is a Q&A box under it. So that's where you can type down your question, and then we can give you an answers over there.
All right. So somebody has $500,000. I think they're talking about dollars. Will you be able to assist me to acquire a property? We can definitely help you to acquire a property in that budget. And I think you guys can give some options in $500,000. What sort of options we can give them? Osama, if you would love to answer that question.
Yes, I would, but I would actually like to know if the exact currency, because then if it's rands, then there are different options. So we need to know if it's dollars you're talking about, or South African rands, or dirhams as well. So if you could just be more clear on that. I think one of the attendees asked a question where they said, tell me more about the payment plan. Does it mean I pay off the property in 3 years? So basically about the payment plan, there is a different, different projects have different payment plans. It's the payment plan is associated depending on the project, which project it is. So if I can know more about the project. And yes, just to be clear on this, if it's an under construction property, which is also known as an off-plan property, you have to finish off the payment. Like currently what the payment plan are going on, by the time the property is handed over to you, which is in approximate 3 years of time, you have to finish the payment for it. You have to completely pay it off. Another question we have received where someone has asked, from what amount can one start investing? So as we mentioned in our webinar, the project by Azizi, this is basically the starting price we have right now. It's approximately 750,000 dirhams, which is reaching up to 3.7 million rands, where you only have to make a 10% down payment, which is 370,000 South African rands. So that is the amount you can start investing, and then you'll be following the payment plan. So for Azizi, just like I would like to repeat the payment plan: 10% is down payment, 20% is what you're supposed to pay in another year of another 1 year, which is the construction period. And on the handover, you will have to pay the 70% remaining amount to get the keys, basically. If there's anything, Divan, you would like to add up, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I just wanted to explain the whole concept of the client program, which even Usama had touched about just a while back. So basically, for our international investors, we have something called the client program, where you do put down a down payment of around 2 to 3%, depending on which projects we're speaking about. And once that is done, we arrange for the flight tickets, we arrange for the visas towards Dubai, we arrange for a 4-night hotel stay, and we basically give you a tour of the different properties that we have on offer, which gives you a very good, I would say, an idea and understanding of what projects we have to offer and which project suits your needs in terms of the pricing, in terms of the payment plan, because we've got multiple projects over here down for offer. So it's one very interesting thing that, you know, you sitting in a different country can easily apply for this. And for sure, once the webinar is done, we can get in touch over call, over video call, over WhatsApp, any way of communicating, and we can get that arranged. As of now, I think we do not have any more questions, but do drop us a WhatsApp. We'll get in touch over call as well, and we'll take it forward from there. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Before ending this, just would like to add something. I think I probably missed it out regarding the Damak Lagoons project. So as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be townhouses, independent villas, and mansions as well. The starting price will be from 2.6 million dirhams, which in South African rands is approximately 12.8 million. So again, you have a payment plan which you can follow, but in 3 years of time, once the property is handed over, delivered to you, completed off, you will have to finish off the payment. Thank you. There is another question as well, I believe, where someone has asked us, do you have any property projects in South Africa, or are you only Dubai-based property brokers? Yes, so we're just Dubai-based. We have properties which are only located in Dubai. Any other questions if someone has, please feel free to ask us. I think that's pretty it. All right, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.